Hey YouTubers, welcome to World Cinema Reviews. This is your host Frank the Vamp, and tonight we're going to talk about a found footage movie. You know, those are usually not my favorite, but I do have to get credit where credit is due, and folks, this is found footage done right. I'm talking about The Taking of Deborah Logan, and this film, it's original, strong, quick delivery, spooky, and it delivers what it's set up to do. It's really cool. So let's get into who's directing. We got Anna Robitel here, and starring Jill Larson and Anne Ramsey. And the story talks about this elderly lady called Deborah Logan, and her daughter, along with other cinematographers, are doing a documentary of how the effects of Alzheimer's disease it's slowly taking a toll on her. That's really interesting. We see not your typical found footage movie. We follow Deborah, and we see how she starts to forget little things. But the doctor's diagnosed that she has a slight case, like it's beginning, but all of a sudden, she takes a turn for the worse, and they go back to the doctors and they say, well, this is unusual. She shouldn't be, acting this way. And then she starts acting violently, and then she starts going really wild. Then doctors start having no explanation, and I don't want to ruin you the movie, but this is where the movie turns supernatural. So there may or may not be a supernatural influence why Deborah Logan is not acting quite right, and the results are quite spooky. Things that I definitely like that this movie is not. It doesn't have that shaky cam syndrome that much, even though it's found footage. Most of the footage is pretty clean. There is some bad movement, as above or below. That movie, really suffered from a lot of cam shakiness, which made it hard. So I thought it was an okay movie, but it just some parts were just unwatchable because the movement of the camera was just too much. I almost got motion sickness, and I don't have motion sickness. But this film is really well shot. I like the angles. I like how the camera works. Pretty cool, even for being found footage. Another thing, I really like the acting of the actress playing Deborah Logan. That's Jill Larson. She does quite right, and sometimes she acts quite spooky. Without giving away anything, the imagery towards the end is really weird. It's practical. There's not that much CG, and it's really creepy. Like, I would definitely, it's nightmare fuel, and you'll remember it stays with you. So definitely, it's kind of a unique film. I like the documentary aspect of it. I like how to take, you're watching one thing which is interesting, just to see the effects of someone going through Alzheimer's, but then you get the supernatural, and it turns out even creepier. Remember, movies are most effective when they imitate life. So what do I say about The Taking of Deborah Logan? Definitely a must see. I give this movie a solid B+. Could be better. Some of the acting is not particularly the best, but it's only minor nitpicks. I think that also it got a little bit repetitive. Maybe could have been a little shorter, but just nitpicking. I will say that this is a good movie. I definitely recommend a B+, maybe even an A- on a good day. So there you go. Watch The Taking of Deborah Logan, and I'll see you on next video. And if you like it, please tell me why you like it. If you didn't like it, please tell me as well. Subscribe. Love you all. Have a good evening. Take care.